Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to take a moment to catch up with you. It's been a couple of days since I did a video, so I thought I would jump on here. I've been working my two other jobs, so I've been busy. In fact, I have to work one of my other jobs very soon, but I thought I would jump in. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to subscribe to the channel, to leave comments, to send out really good thoughts. And that's really important that you pass that along, because, and you know, when you put that good energy out there, it continues. And it certainly does help me with having the courage to come on here and do the readings. I've had a couple of people ask me about doing individual readings. I'm not at that point yet. I may eventually soon be there, but for right now I don't do individual readings. But thank you for asking and being interested in it, and I hope you'll stick around till I am at that point. So all right, so back to the one topic that we can't seem to get rid of, and that is, or to end, I should say. It would be nice to end it, which is Brian Laundrie. Trying to tap into his energy lately is not a very healthy place to be. And whereas he has always had more self-confidence and been more sure of his actions, right now there just seems to be, I think it's, you know, it's got to be definitely the fact that there's a manhunt out there for him, and there's several, you know, agencies looking for him, as well as most everybody. So yeah, so it's on our minds. I think the last time I came on, I was talking about Gabby, sort of her energy looking over him, and that may have something to do with his slight dive that he has taken. She's a good soul. She was a good soul when she's here. She has this sort of ethereal energy that is goodness. There's just not a lot. There's nothing bad about her in there. And I think, you know, even what happened, however it happened, and I've seen a lot of speculation, as to what happened, but she's still watching over people and trying to see that this comes to her even though she has left her body, her mission is still to bring attention to this. And even when she was alive, her mission, I firmly believe her mission was to bring attention to this situation, but to the missing people in general, not just her, but missing people in general, to highlight the good and the bad. And because we've become such a, I'm sorry, I'm getting on my soapbox, because we've become such an instant society, her ability was to, her mission was to highlight what can be done with what you have. And because of that, there are all of these people out there aware of him, looking for him, trying to zone it. You know, even if you come to channels like this, you're looking to find out because you're interested in knowing where he is, and when he's going to get caught. I have heard it said there's only 2 endings for this, and neither one of them is very good for him. And the first being that he's caught by those agencies, and the second one is that he kills himself. And as his mind becomes more fractured, that option becomes a bigger thing. I don't think rational thought is anywhere near where he is right now. Honestly, it feels like a very scattered energy. It feels very distorted. It feels manic. It feels very scattered. The moments of clarity are not as often as they were before. So we'll see. All right. So one of the things that I did want to focus on is the change in the offering of information from Brian's sister. And I saw a thing today that said that the parents were looking to help. And it intimated that the lawyer is the one that's keeping them out of this whole thing. So I wanted to take a little focus on that. I'm not really feeling really good about this lawyer at all. And this is for entertainment purposes only. These are solely my speakings here. All right, so is the lawyer the one that is helping Brian in his evading capture? Is the lawyer the one that is helping? And I'm using Enchanted Map. Is the lawyer the one that is helping Brian to evade capture? I see someone sitting behind a desk. Whoa. Let's see what we got here. So, flying, escape. This has come up quite often with him, and it's it could be one of two things. It could be him evading capture. It could also be the talk about him flying back from the West before she was killed to clean out that shelter. I honestly don't think that had anything to do with it, other than I think that they were low on money. But I think the money issue had become a huge, huge deal. And he was pushing her to get the social media and following and all of that. He was pushing her to do that so that they would have money, because they were getting low on money. I really feel like that was the argument. And I feel like she was ready to give up and come home. And he was like, no, we're not. We're going to keep doing this. All right. So let's get back to the lawyer. Is the lawyer the one that is controlling the amount of information? And, okay, let's try that again. Is the lawyer the one that is helping Brian to evade capture? The lawyer the one helping Brian to evade capture? I'm hearing yes. Wizard of Awareness. This is someone in a power position pulling strings. To me, he sees Brian not as a person, but as sort of a case to increase his standing. This one comes up a lot to me, and this one very much feels like, this is Talisman. This very much feels like Gabby's energy to me, and it's like she's watching over him, and she's watching over everything that's going on right now. And she's definitely trying to keep him together and get him to do the right thing. She's trying to teach him the right thing. This is education. The card, by the way, is absolutely gorgeous. This is the enchanted map. But she's trying to bring light to it. Can't have light without dark. And it's in the details. Normally I don't, and I'm not going to do it now. I'm really not going to I'm not going to do a reading to see if he is found alive or dead. There's too many things on that, and I feel like that's bringing energy to something that I don't want a part of. So I do feel that there's a lot of scattered energy. Let's try a different deck here. I have several decks sitting out here because I'm not quite sure which one I was going to pull. I have the Kipper deck, which the Kipper deck works a lot like if you want to identify people or situations, you use it a lot. Well, I just picked it up. I'm not going to use it, but I just picked it up, and the bottom card is somebody with concern. It's an older person sitting there with concern. So, you know, that energy is out there. And the second one underneath that is message of concern. I think Brian's parents are beginning to worry that they know he's on edge. I don't think they've had direct contact with him. I honestly think that contact's coming through the lawyer. So Brian's parents are, and the sister. The sister, I think, is just absolutely fed up. She knows more than she's able to say. She feels like she's been put in a position where she has to lie, and she doesn't want to. The parents are like, just go along with it. We need to do this. We need to protect him. And she's like, I'm done, dude. You know, this is... So I just picked up the Rider-Waite, and one card popped out, and that was the Emperor. This card was up on a deck that's all down. Someone who is watching over it, who has the strings, the control, that wizard of awareness I was talking about. This is kind of him. Someone who is controlling it. Who's moving people like chess pieces. Well, that sucks. Can I say sucks? I did anyways. All right. So, do Brian's parents now want to come forward and actually help? I think they always did, but I feel like they were told they were not supposed to. They in Brian's interest. That's the way it's being put. In Brian's interest. That they should keep as low a profile. And you know, honestly, the father's energy is like he's really getting peeved. I think he's a man with a short temper. I'm not sure Brian's that far off from him. He's, you know. So we have the moon. Moon is all about secrets. So there's definitely still some family secrets that are out there. I feel like, you know, the mother is very, very concerned. She knows the longer he stays out there, the worse it's going to get. his health's not really good. It's, you know, it's everything adding up. It's the lack of sleep. It's lack of proper food. It's being on the run, not being able to de-stress and come out of this. I think this lawyer has, for entertainment purposes only, this lawyer has done things to orchestrate this to be different. And I there's been a lot of talk about him being on the Appalachian Trail. I don't know. And I keep the card said he was, but you know, the card said he had a card. Now, why would he be out on the Appalachian Trail if he has a vehicle? Certainly he can get to anywhere he wants to go faster if he has a vehicle. Is he actually and who got him the truck? Yeah, there's so much more to this. And all right, so I'm going back to the Rider-Waite. I want some indication of how much longer this is going to last, because I don't think he's going to last much longer. And honestly, this has become such a circus. How much longer before he is found? Two days, 2 weeks. I'd say it's not going to go longer than weeks. I've been saying this all along. I wish I had more answers for you. I really do. And part of it is free will. And every person involved has free will. So it's ever changing, definitely. And if you take anything any one of these readers say is fact, we're all just reading a picture that is changing constantly. Yeah. I think that if it goes much longer than, even much longer than 2 days, his health is not going to be good, and he'll be caught eventually anyways because of that, because he'll stop being able to move around. Okay. All right. That's some pretty heavy energy. How far along am I in this? Okay. Let's see. Let's try to find something uplifting to talk about, because definitely need that going forward. All right, so we have the new energy in Libra. We have the transfer moving forward of 2 of the retrogrades. Thank you. And we are now what? 11 days away from being out of Mercury retrograde. Mercury is probably the one that we're affected by the most. This one is dealing more with ideas and relationships. This one's pretty heavy on dealing with relationship issues that you haven't dealt with. So, so let's take a look at, I know what we'll do. We'll do energy for this weekend. So, for this weekend, can we have a card to move us forward with energy and light and goodness for the highest intention? I love the feel of these cards. This is the shaman's dream. The cards are the best quality, and they just, I have other cards that are made the same way, and they just, these are good. These feel really good to use. Okay, so Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. So this definitely speaks into the energy that we are dealing with right now. With these two planets that have just gone direct, we have come out of this period of deep contemplation about the relationships in our lives, and we need to find a way to put that introspection that we've had into direction and into focus and move it forward. So we've come out of a sort of a, for lack of a better word, gestation period of the deep thoughts, and now's your time to put it into place. So if you have been avoiding those relationship issues, as we all have a tendency to do when they become difficult, now is the time to use what you learned in those retrograde periods when nothing was moving, and be able to move yourself forward. And it's, whenever we go through these retrogrades that are moving forward, they move very slowly at first. You have to be able to gain momentum and gain power as it moves forward. So this is definitely going to be a piece. It may not seem like it. For right now, the energy seems very low to me, as far as when we were before last week. It was very intense and very chaotic, and a lot of unsettled issues. But this week is like, okay, you know what you got to do. Now you got to move forward with it. So, all right. So that is your card going forward for the weekend. Take small steps. Enjoy time with family. Do good things that put you in good place with them. Even if it's just, bake some pies and share them, or go apple picking. There you go. Do the things that bring you joy. So, and share that joy. All right. I'm wishing you all the best. Good luck. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'm sending you blessings from me. Bye-bye.